What is winter? The overwhelming scent of pine? The feeling of a soft sweater against the cold, crisp winter air? The soft crunch of the snow beneath your feet? Or, and here's something wild, the sun burning you alive as you walk, the humidity being so intense that you can't breathe, or the fact that you don't know if it will be hot or really hot? Your hot chocolate is already boiling and you're just trying to have a fine Merry Christmas! At least, that's my normal winter. I mean, it should be natural to see snow every winter, yeah? I mean, unless you live in a desert, I guess? Sorry, desert peeps. Regardless, whenever I watched holiday movies, I got really confused because the sky just farts this ice and then everyone plays in it? That's a thing that happens? In my winters, everything is Christmassy and holiday, but not cold. Like, I've had many holidays where I wore spring clothes because it became so hot. Not to mention the weird inconsistency from hot to hotter every other day. Sometimes my friends troll me by saying, haha, we have snow and you don't. And it usually ends with me threatening their lives. Because, like, do you know what it's like to miss out on what everyone else seems to be doing? I mean, it's just a natural weather phenomenon that is celebrated worldwide. Winter represents rest and calm, the world being blanketed by a pure icy bedsheet, not the boiling fires of society! However, I do remember very clearly when I finally saw snow for the first time. I was 21 and in my junior year of college. Because of my job, I arrived at my school early that morning. I met with my team and discussed some stuff for the year. While meeting, though, I tiredly looked out the window, and strange enough, it looked like rain, but in slow motion outside of the window. It wasn't anything I was used to, and then got suddenly scared that I unknowingly was stuck in a mirror dimension because this is really weird. Outside weather should be doing that, right? And then someone said, "It's snowing outside!" I stared out for a while, not really believing what I was seeing. It felt like I was in a video game, or someone was just filming for a movie and was just chucking feathers off the roof and pretended it was snow. I just didn't believe it was real. I needed to feel if it was. So, in the middle of our meeting, I just walked outside. I stood in the middle of the road and let the snow fall on me. I just stared, waiting for someone to tell me that this wasn't real, that this was a school project, that aliens were invading, or anything. But it was real. I was experiencing real snow! When it finally hit me, I started screaming. I kept laughing and then jumping. I ran, barely wearing the protective gear I was supposed to. I looked everywhere, still processing that this was real, and that any minute now someone would tell me that this wasn't real, that this was just a big prank or something. But people were behind me screaming just as loudly. You see, at this time, the only people in school were me and a few select people. We arrived earlier than the other students, so there was barely anyone there. This meant that the roads were clear and barely anybody was walking around when this winter thing happened. I grabbed my boyfriend who traveled with me and we decided to finally explore this unique life experience. My boyfriend wasn't really into it, but I couldn't stop gawking at everything. I took so many pictures because I still wasn't believing that this was real. This, to me, was literally the equivalent of someone making Sonic the Hedgehog a real person. The entire time I would be like, there is no way this is real. He's just a fake character. He only appears in video games. He cannot be standing right in front of me. I walked all day to the point where my legs were hurting. I just couldn't believe it, you know? Even though this event happened after Christmas, I could finally relate to all those repetitive holiday winter wonderland song things. And if you haven't experienced snow yet either, don't worry. When it happens, you're gonna love it. And then you're gonna get tired of it a day later when the snow turns to ice. Regardless, I'm at home right now. It's hot, it's steamy, but even on the most humid days, I can at least recall a time I was finally able to experience real winter for once. The crunch of walking on freshly fallen snow, the blue against the orange light of the sun contrasted beautifully against the trees and cities alike. The air was crisp and cold, and my face hurt from laughing so much. With that beautiful memory, I sit at my desk, feeling comforted and safe and... Wait a minute. Is that snow? What up, fellas? It's me. So, with about 5 to 6 weeks of slaving and animating, I really hope that you at least enjoyed what was produced. If you'd like to support me in any way you can, honestly, you can subscribe, visit my Patreon, you can do whatever you'd like. I'm not really caring. I just hope that everybody here has a happy holidays, and be sure to like, comment, and scream through the holidays! Oh god, I killed it! No! I was supposed to just do scream. Oh my god, I need a break.